welcome. welcome and all that jazz. It's your happy host, Victor Frost, here this week. And, no Doki Doki Literature Club. Churba has other things to do, today, and I did not, we made an agreement. We made a pact. We were gonna get through Doki Doki Literature Club together. And, so, I'm gonna play some Dream Daddy, nice little palate cleanser from that heaviness last week with Doki Doki Literature Club. We're gonna play some Dream Daddy, and get back to that. It was like the 6th Dream Daddy. Oh my goodness, excuse me, 6th Dream Daddy episode we've made because it's such a good game. Hey Greg, hey Aaron, hey Fotaku Network. Yeah. So yeah, more Dream Daddy, and hey, Conan loves it all. Yes, Aaron, you want I should plug the thingy that you're starting? I don't know if did you already put up a video or something about it or promoting it that do you want me to link to or something? Aaron knows what I'm talking about. Let me look at the chat thing. Oh hey, here we go. Oh hey, I think this is it. I think this is the hang on a second. 1 second. Where are you, Dream Daddy? Where's the volume mixer control? Here we are. Haha! Perfect. Let me make sure that this is the right video here that I'm looking at here. Oh my. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh yeah. Oh hey, cool. Okay. But I can plug this video that you released last year. Well, actually no. Best not to. Wouldn't want to give hints. Anyways, if you guys aren't already following Erin's channel, you totally should. She's got cool things in the works. Can't say what it is right now, but believe you me, it's kind of awesome. So, check it out. And, there you go. And, there you go. Cool. The other day I told my barista my name was Gray, and she wrote down /Greg. Huh. Oh, did I say Greg? Sorry, Gray. I'm not used to people being named Gray when their names aren't preceded by CGP. Even though, like, I literally read your name in the chat, like, every week. So I guess that's not an excuse either, is it? Alright, anyways. Yes, indeedy, there are things happening. So follow Aaron on the YouTubes. Alright, this weekend was eventful. I went to, I was performer at LostCon. Greg! With a secret G. Yeah, so I went to LostCon, performed there this past weekend. If you're a fan of science fiction, I highly recommend that you go check it out next year, because obviously this year has come and gone. I beta tested some new panels there, panels that I'm very excited that are going to be like in their final form for Anime Los Angeles this year, and there will be videos once I record them at ALA. Got a lot going on at ALA. I'm going to be running ALA's Next Top Panelists, which is a training program / contest of sorts. Anime Los Angeles Next Top Panelist the sign-up hasn't officially launched yet, but it will soon. I'm going to be the fan guest of honor. I'm doing a ton of panels, and there you go. Yes, Fotaku, I will be there at ALA. You will see me there. Yeah, unfortunately. You know what it is? If there was a con, if there was a convention that you're going to come to Southern California for, I would have to say it should be Anime Los Angeles. Don't go to Anime Expo. It's a madhouse. Go to ALA. It is sufficiently populous where you will always be able to. We haven't talked about who makes this chooch yet, but we will. Ribbon collecting at ALA is amazing. See this ribbon here? This is one of many that exist. A lot of people bring their own. If you go to PAX, ribboning is to conventions here in Southern California what buttoneering is to PAXs. You should It's a cool thing. Yeah. So, but anyways, let's get on this. Oh, I've announced this to the Patreon supporters. They've known about this for a little while now, but I'm announcing it. I'm going to tell you guys this too. I'm going to be doing a cover soon. It's going to be, yeah. Don't go to AX again, Aaron. Come in January. Come to ALA. I've announced this to the Patreon supporters, but I guess I'm gonna tell you guys now that it's been a while now that they've known about it. I'm working on a cover of "I'm the Bad Guy" from Wander Over Yonder. It's a song I've been wanting to do for a while, and I finally found a cool instrumental for that. Why am I doing a cover? Well, it's fun. Covers bring in a lot of views. And they are fantastic like that. They bring in a lot of views and they bring in a lot of new blood into the channel, which is great because sometimes some of the educational content on this channel can be a bit of a hard sell for people. I mean, it's the truth of the matter, unfortunately. So with that in mind, for the people who are super duper supportive of this channel, we need to thank them. And the way we thank them is by putting up this wonderful card here and saying, now it's time for us to thank all the people what for make this channel chooch. Thank you to of course, to all of our Patreon supporters, including Kate Macross, Rochelle Mantanona, Geek Nights Podcast, Funeral Cleavage, Dexter Calder, George Davidson, Brendan Brothers, Cold Guy, Ethan Fryer, Pinup Citizen, Gina Moreno, and Yodel. These people contribute enough money each month, not for me to live on, unfortunately. There would have to be a lot more people before that would be the case. But what they do, for example, what their Patreon money goes towards is Adobe Creative Cloud subscription, which provides me with the software tools I need to make all the media that I make. Provides me with the money, the $5 a month for the Backblaze subscription, which is great because I don't want to lose all my monies. I don't want to lose all the files and assets and stuff that I've accrued over the years. I've built up a pretty substantial sound effect library, and maybe I should sell that. Maybe I should put that up for sale, like sell my sound effect library. Food for thought. Anyways, my sound effect library, all the video assets that I've purchased over the years, all the video assets that I've made over the years, and a lot of that stuff I give away to the Patreon supporters. Like, I've given away art assets that I've made, including like 2D furniture models and stuff, to the Patreon supporters that I've made. I gave them the template for the motion graphic, a template for a motion graphic I made a while back, not too long ago. I don't remember which one it was, but I gave it to them for free. I'm like, hey, there you go, have it for free. Do that. So, Patreon supporters, they give me money to make my job easier. I give them stuff as thanks. And of course, I keep creating content. So thank you to all the Patreon supporters. Now let us go forth and Dream Daddy stuff. Where does that game window? Dream Daddy is one of those games that plays really nice with OBS. Like even when it's not in focus, it still runs and gives OBS the video, which is really great. All right, let's get on with this here. Continue. Ooh, let's see. Oh boy, last time we played was in September. All right, let's load this puppy up and get gone. Dad tip number 62. Whistle while you work. We've got dads. All right, folks. Which dad are we dadding? Which dad are we going to dad? Which dad, dreamy dad, dude, dad. Dang, do. Oh, Let's see. Fotaku says Matt. Conan says Joseph or Damien would be his vote. Have we done Matt? We haven't done Matt. We haven't gone with Joseph yet. Damien. We've hung out with Damien a couple of times, I think. And I'm kind of like feeling that Damien is where I want to go with this game. Matt's just not my style. Alright, we're putting up the vote here. We're gonna put, we haven't finished routes with anyone. I think we've, like, mostly been on one each. Damien is kind of cool. He's a cool dude. I can respect his aesthetic. We've gone with Robert. We've gone with Hugo. Hugo was the field trip. Robert, we went bar hopping with. Craig, we've been with, we've gone with at least once. I'm gonna go with Damien. Let's go with Damien now.
How do you do? I've finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls through the graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest in Victorian fashion, the inevitability of our own demise, or black cats, please send me a letter.
Hey, WaterGod321.
On Friday night, I'm most likely to listen to true crime podcasts while I taxidermy my newest specimens.
I gotta tell you, I know a lady who does taxidermy. Her name is Kristen, and good gravy. That is a hobby I could never get into. It's so weird.
If I had one thing to take with me onto a desert island, it would be a coffin. One of my biggest turn-ons is pronouncing bosom correctly. When I wanted, let's see, what did I want to be when I grew up? A bat, I believe. What's your favorite movie genre? Foreign art house horror.
Oh no! Poor Erin, her laptop. Oh my goodness.
Let's see. I never leave home without an upside-down cross.
Erin needs like a GoFundMe to get a better editing computer. To get a better computer so she can edit and watch streams on. She needs... Let's see if we can get her... Erin, can we get you off of a Mac? Can we get you onto PC? Is that possible?
Let's see. I spend a lot of time thinking about mortality salience.
Alright. Let's message Mr.
Damien Bloodmarch.
Hey, you know what they say about third dates? They get pretty serious. Are you sure this is your dream daddy? Guys, hey guys, are we serious about this? This is a third date with Damien. Is this our dream daddy? Conan makes a very valid meta point here. We can totally go back to saves and do other daddies. But yeah, so we good? Are we good with this? Are we good with Damien? I think he's pretty rad. He's a pretty cool dude. He doesn't kind of creep me out like Joseph does.
Joseph kind of creeps me out.
I don't know what's up with him. Something feels like something's up with him. I mean, those kids have
dead eyes.
I get the thumbs up sign of approval from Erin with save scumming. All right, save. Aaron is my like moral barometer when it comes to like gaming behavior. I've come to realize, like, if Aaron's okay with it, then okay, I should be okay with it. All right, let's go with this. Sure. Let's do it. Aaron, by the way, do you know what I found in the backseat of my car the other day? Which probably says a bit more about how often I tidy up my car than anything else. I found, so when Aaron come to Anime Expo, I picked her up at the airport, and in the backseat, in my car with me, I had a little sign that says Aaron Charisse. I had a little sign. I was gonna hold it up. Park in front of the gate and hold it up. But I had to move my spot because she was actually like a few gates, more than like a few gates down. So I had to kind of roll up and pick her up. I never got to use the sign I made to pick you up with. Anyways, that's what I found in the back of my car. Alright. You ready, Psyduck? Let's go. Alright, here we go. Engage. Make sure to sweep under your tent so you don't sleep on rocks. Indeed. If the police are driving behind you, don't give them probable cause to pull you over. Drink plenty of water. Oh, hey, speaking of... This episode of Victor Plays is brought to you by our perennial sponsor, water. It's what you drink. Delicious. Let's see here. Ever since we had that nighttime... That was gross. Excuse me. Oh. Ever since we had that picnic in the graveyard, Damien and I have been spending a lot of time together. We go on nighttime strolls pretty regularly. I was so impressed with the first he was so impressed with the first letter I wrote him that he insisted we only communicate... Yeah, gold rank support, yeah. See, this is the kind of brand leverage I have. I just plug water, and Erin herself is drinking water. This is the kind of brand leveraging I am, what do they call it? A thought leader? Is that what the marketing wank term is? A thought leader? Let's see. Oh, influencer. That's the word. Influencer. He was so impressed with the first letter I wrote him that... Yeah, there you go. Indeed. I got major brand support. Hear that, Rolex? We can do that for you too. We got the brand support. You could have a Rolex god in here. No, Daihatsu, if you can hear me, send me a Daihatsu Copen. Let me be the North American K-Car brand ambassador. Anyways, let me get through finally reading this bit of dialogue. He was so impressed with the first letter I wrote him that he insisted we only communicate by post instead of through Dad Book. I initially protested, but he gave me one of his old signet rings to use as a seal for my letters, and I just couldn't say no. I wish I played sponsor. I wish it was Victor Plays sponsorship deals. Let me make this very clear. Frostworks is in no way above sponsorships. We will take sponsorships. What we are above is editorial. Where the line is giving editorial control to sponsors. That is and forever will be a no-go. Anyways, I initially protested, but he gave me one of his old signet rings to use as a seal for my letters, and I just couldn't say no. Hanging out with that goth dad again? Please, Amanda, you know his name. And yes. Be honest with me here, Pops. Is he actually a vampire? I remember you inviting him to our household that one time, and I've seen The Lost Boys, and I honestly would have preferred trying to see if he could have walked through the threshold of our home under his own power. Yes, Amanda, I have become Damien's familiar. I am compelled under his curse. I'm sorry, sweetie.
Aww.
Turn into a bat. I don't think... What's the point of being a vampire if you can't turn into a bat? Well, okay. I'm off. Are you taking the car, or are you flying off into the night on the leathery wings of a bat? One of those. While I'm out, you can throw away the garlic bread that's in the freezer so I don't die. That would be great. I'm keeping it there as insurance. You understand, right? That's my girl. Damien and I walk along the water's edge, chatting. Damien's cloak. Oh, okay, cool. It's an aside, alright. Damien's cloak. He hates it when people call it a cape. Damien's cloak flutters behind him in the breeze. This is gonna seem like a silly question, but why do goths wear black? Gothic subculture has always been associated with death, so it would make sense that the style surrounding it would be greatly influenced by mourning. Interestingly enough, though, was that in the Victorian era, Queen Victoria herself mourned the death of her late husband for 10 whole years, wearing black for the rest of her life. If that's not goth, I don't know what is. Okay, I have another question. Go ahead. How are you so comfortable with death? You mentioned it in the graveyard that it helps you appreciate your life or something. Yes, I've experienced several losses over the course of my life, and I truly believe that the only manageable way to cope with it is to accept that death is simply a part of living. It's the single universal truth for every human who's ever lived. I'm going to die, you are going to die, and life carries on without us. Doesn't that make you feel scared? Not at all. Without the advances of modern science, death was everywhere in the Victorian era, and yet funerals were major social functions. Victorians were obsessed with the mementos of their loved ones, even going so far as to take elaborately staged photographs with their dead relatives. The minutiae of mourning was so complex that there were set periods of grieving that were deemed acceptable based on who in your life had passed. Now, we don't have any of that. If you lose someone, you end up feeling lost yourself because we have no modern equivalent of those formalities. We need to allow ourselves time to grieve, to feel that loss fully, but not allow it to consume us. So, no, I'm not afraid of death. I believe that it is a waste to spend your life dreading the end of it. The time we have here is brief and fleeting and occasionally cruel, but it is at all times precious. To stare death in the face and live despite that, I think it is a noble existence. Let's save the mourning for the dead. Wow, that's beautiful. I can see the moonlight of the bay glint off of Damien's eyes. He smiles. We turn to the harbor and watch ships pass, breathing in the salty sea air. I look to Damien again and can't help but be entranced by his charm, his mystery. I find everything about him so fascinating. I lean in closer to Damien, closing my eyes as I do so. I'm so sorry, I have to take this. Damien steps away from me to answer his phone. Oh no, I hope it isn't Lucian again. After speaking in hushed tones for several moments, Damien returns to me. Everything okay?
Oh my.
There's an emergency. Lucian? No, thankfully. But I must take my leave. Oh, okay.
Is there anything I can do to help? Dads do have to stick together, right? Oh, hold on a second. My accent is drifting. He's turning. He's less mid-Atlantic and now more, I don't know, turning to become Australian or something. Then come. There isn't time to waste. Each teddy needs 2 testicles. Each teddy needs 2 testicles. There we go. I think I've got it back. Sometimes you gotta recalibrate your accent. Where are we? It's better if I just show you. I push the surprisingly heavy door open and find myself in a dimly lit waiting room. A few rickety chairs line the walls and there doesn't seem to be anyone behind the front desk. There are a few paintings and pictures on the wall, but they're so nondescript I'm still unsure of what kind of place this even is. Wait here for a moment. I'll be right back. Oh, Aaron, I'm sorry to hear that. That's really terrible. That sucks. Yeah. Loss is difficult. It doesn't matter how old you are. If you lose someone that's important to your life, it can be really hard to cope. Their absence is felt. And it doesn't matter if it's a person, or if it's a pet, or even a place. I've seen people grieve for loss of places that were important to them. A building being torn down that was a long-time hangout. Things end. And it's sad, but it's part of life. Yeah. Damien walks off down a corridor, his boot heels echoing through the halls of this seemingly empty building. Distant howls echo from someplace I can't see, and there's a faint scratching sound, like claws on tile. I cautiously peek down the hall and find stall after stall of scared-looking dogs. A few of them notice me and skitter up to the chain-link fence, sticking their noses through to sniff at the air. What have I gotten myself into? Suddenly, the lights shut off. I panic, unsure of where I am or how I can get out. I stumble through the darkness, my breathing getting heavier and heavier. Damien? The lights finally turn back on. Hey, sailor. Mary, what are you doing here? You on here for the fight club? Look, I don't want to get punched in the face. Great, because this is an animal shelter. A what? We take care of stray animals and then people adopt the stray animals. Didn't you see the pets when you walked in? Oh, sorry, I didn't really expect to see you volunteering at an animal shelter. Wow. Okay, kid, way to put me in a box. Dames, you hear this baloney? Just one moment. Thunder cracks and a door bursts open. Appearing from the shadows, I see... Damien? It's Damien. He looks completely different. No cloak, no Victorian-era clothing, no makeup? I wasn't planning on sharing this side of me until much later, but I'm not as goth as you think. I'm a systems administrator for the IT department of a realty company. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I need a minute to process this. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is hilarious. The music is incredible. It's just perfect. Okay. Jesus Christ, I just noticed the glasses. Oh, good Christ, this is too much. Oh, Christ. Oh my God, I'm reading the text.
I wear tennis shoes to work and I listen to Bruce Springsteen. I enjoy going to the hardware store.
I gotta get this under control. I can't even maintain the accent anymore.
Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. My name is Damien, and I am into Victorian culture. I live in a spooky mansion, and I work in IT.
I know. Jesus Christ. I know. The look is good. It's a good look. It's a good look, Conan. I'm right with you there, but you know what it is? It's the juxtaposition between Baron von Spooky Butt and this. This is what it is. It's the juxtaposition. No, I don't think his voice should Baron von Spooky Butt. Yeah, Baron von Spooky Butt. I don't know what to tell you. That's, you know. What do you guys think? You think I should drop the Victorian affectation for Damien's alter ego here? You guys think I should do that? That's just... Wait, no, that's a terrible idea. Because then there will be too little differentiation between his voice and my voice. And we do need that differentiation. Yes. I'm gonna go... I'm gonna give it one more try here. And to do that, I think we're gonna need some help from refreshing water. It helps your voice. God, that wrecked me. Todd Habercorn. Did I meet him last year? No, you know what it is? I almost met him last year at almost met Todd Habercorn last year at ALA, because I think he was another one of the other VIPs. But it was at HanadokiCon that someone mistook me for Todd Habercorn. That's what it was. Let me look up one of the characters. Let me look up some of the characters he's done. Just to get a feel for what you were. Which I don't know how anybody could mistake me for Todd Habercorn, but there you have it. Let's see, what has he done? Sergeant Frog? Oh, he did Hikaru and Kaoru. Hikaru. Kaoru. I can't do that. My voice has too much. My voice has too much well, this in it. All right, here we go. Serious business time. Here we go. All right. I wear tennis shoes to work. Let's do this. Right. Or where can we get the history? Oh, fuck. Hold on. Can we go back? Can we go back? No. Oh, that is not the right button at all. Fudge. Oh, come on, I can't rewind. How the hell am I supposed to rewind? Hold on. I need to look this up here. Because I totally missed like 3 lines of dialogue. Dream Daddy dialogue history. Robert. Oh, it doesn't let you. Hang on. Dream Daddy. I can read it off another thing. Damien dialogue. Sweet. Okay. Let's get through it. Outside Damien's house, driving school, 3rd date. At the shelter. Oh, come on, you wiki people. Get on the ball. I'll piss. Let's see here. Damien. Dialogue. Dream Daddy. I'm not going back to a previous save. I can't do that. It's the same wiki. It's kind of bullshit. Good gravy. Alright, whatever. Thank you. Water God's gonna help us out on this. I looked it up, but I couldn't find it. It's kind of a pain in the tuchus. I got an email from my sister. That's nice. Well, anyways, you know what? Let's, I'm gonna improvise it here. Well, no, I'm not gonna improvise it because I'm a terrible writer. I'm a terrible writer, so I don't think I can improvise it, unfortunately. I don't know, as much as I'd love to think I could. Because I'm kind of garbage. Garbage. Alright. This sucks. Damn it. 3rd date. Honestly, that's just really... Can't believe it's TBA. Page for all the scenes of Damien Blood March. You know, it's all... The page is here. They've gone through and put in all the different scenes, but they haven't even bothered to put in the freaking dialogue. Damn it! Dang it, Bobby! Alright, whatever. Oh, wait a minute, hang on. Damien... 3rd date... There's no log function! I know, it's kind of ridiculous. I've tried right-clicking, but all that does is advance the dialogue. You hit hit escape does nothing, you have save, load, title, and that is it. Well, that is it. Here we go, I got this. Thankfully, I'm not the only person to have played this. What I can do is... Ha ha! Let's see. Come on.
I wear tennis shoes to work and I listen to Bruce Springsteen. I enjoy going to the hardware store and looking at storage solutions.
Oh. Come on, you stupid person. Don't click through it so fast.
I enjoy going to the hardware store and looking at storage solutions, and I volunteer at this animal shelter in my spare time. I'm boring. I'm fascinated with Victorian history and the goth lifestyle. That much is true, it's just... not all that I am. And I need you to know that.
Oh.
I hate to kill the moment here, but there's some pressing issues that needs attending to. Oh, right.
It's Duchess Cordelia. Again?
Who's Duchess Cordelia? I'm gonna close that out there.
She's one of the pups. Gets out all the time. She's somehow learned to get through the gate. When did she get out? This morning. I went to go sing sea shanties to the cats. When I came back, she'd already bolted.
We already got past it, but thanks, Water. I looked up another person's playthrough on YouTube and read the dialogue off of that.
I have to stay here with the pets, so I need you two to go and find her.
Of course. Where could she be?
Come on.
She always ends up running off to the same places. Here, let me draw you a map.
Mary start. You know, you can always rewind the progress bar a little bit.
She's smart, ruthless even. You need to stay on your toes and get her back by sundown, or else she turns into a werewolf and starts eating people.
What?
You're a perfect little peach, Victor. We just don't want her to be stuck outside when it's cold.
Oh.
I'll grab some treats and we can hit the road.
Damien and I look over the... I'm sorry, that outlet is still kind of getting to me. Damien and I look over the map Mary created for us. Oh man, I'm Nerd's house?
At least you're not other Nerd's house. Looks like you're moving up in the pecking order.
I love this. Mary's sick pad. Smalls, Dames, other Nerd's house, Mario Batali. Mario Batali. Mario Batali. Why does that name sound familiar? Oh, that's right. He's a chef. Wait, then who's she talking about? Mario Batali, Kale. Well, Kale is clearly, his old friend. Yeah, Silver Iron Chef. Huh. Hold on. Coffee Dad is the barista dude. Kale is his longtime childhood friend. Nerd's House is us. It's me. Mary is Mary. Smalls. Oh shit, I don't know who that could be. Damien, obviously. Other Nerd's house. Other Nerd's house is probably Beardy Man. Beardy McCrafty. You know what I'm talking about. I like this. Shit. The ocean or whatever. Smalls is Robert? Okay. Yeah, you're right. Boo symbol. Nice. Alright. Wow, that's a really well-placed cul-de-sac. Coffee spoon, softball field, aquarium, shelter. Okay. Huh. Alrighty then, let's get going.
Congrats, kiddo.
Where should we head?
Where should we head first?
Where should we head first, guys? Should we go to the cul-de-sac and look around the other houses? Should we go to the coffee spoon and see if maybe this little pup has an affection for coffee? Should we check out the softball field and see whether or not that dog was attracted to the flying balls? Should we check out Bayside and see perhaps this dog is looking for a nice moonlit walk down the beach? Or the aquarium, because dogs like to swim with fishes. Conan puts in his vote for the cul-de-sac. But will he go unopposed? Erin comes in swinging with emojis. She votes for the flying balls, which is to mean the softball field. The next vote makes it. Will it be a tiebreaker or will something else be added in? Okay, Victor's tired of waiting. We're gonna go with the cul-de-sac. Damien and I exit the parking lot and start driving toward town. I look over to him. He seems concerned. Shouldn't be too hard to find the Duchess, right? I mean, she's a pretty big pup.
Mary wasn't kidding when she said that dog was smart. One time she correctly guessed the winner of the Kentucky Derby. It was a really great year for Bark Bark Bark. I don't know. What do you think the odds are, Victor?
This'll be easy. This'll be easy. Gotta stay positive. Gotta stay positive. My dad once told me, Victor, you can't shove raisins up your nose. And that hurt my feelings. I felt discouraged, but I kept a positive attitude, and you know what? I made it happen.
Ew.
It might have landed me in the ER and forced me to have 10 golden raisins removed from my nasal cavity, but on that day, I learned that anything is possible if you have a good attitude and abnormally large nostrils.
Young children really are resilient, I suppose.
Yeah, young children. I was 16.
Let's just hope for the best.
We got this. We drive through the cul-de-sac and everything seems to be pretty normal. Looks like Brian's doing some yard work. That is not the cul-de-sac, that is the main street. We pull into... Seriously, guys, this is... The background's wrong, right? This should be the background for the coffee shop. Right? Am I wrong here? I think the game screwed up a little bit. Gaming sins. The background for this scene is actually for the coffee shop. Perhaps they got a little mixed up. Ding! I think my dad heard me through the wall. He thought I was talking behind his back. Tonight's a night of laughter. Tonight's a night of laughter. I need to assuage his fears. Let's see here. We pull into Brian's driveway and hop out. Hey, don't step on the grass. I just mowed. Have you seen any unusual activity in the area today? Aside from your underwatered lawn? Ooh, here we go. How dare you? I take my lawn care very seriously.
Victor, please. You haven't seen a dog run through here, have you?
Well, a little while ago I heard Maxwell barking at something. When I came outside, my garden had been torn to shreds. It's gonna take forever to re-till the soil.
That could be a dog. Or a rather feisty raccoon.
Well, whatever it was, must have been hungry. Ate all of my tomatoes.
I'm very sorry to hear about your garden. If you need assistance restoring it to its former glory, please don't hesitate to contact me.
Will do, buddy. Good luck finding that dog.
Oh, no.
She's probably still hungry. I wonder if she's looking for more food elsewhere.
Alright, well, let's see. More food. We could probably check out the Coffee Spoon. They had some tasty treats. We park in front of Matt's coffee shop and walk inside. Seems like a slow day. Matt sits behind the counter reading a book. Hey, Matt.
Didn't expect to see you two today. What's up? Have you seen any stray dogs around? Have you seen any stray dogs around?
Can't not say it like that.
Have you seen any stray dogs around? Actually, yeah. Caught one digging through the trash earlier. Ran away when I tried to get closer, though. Did you see what direction it ran in? Matt thinks for a second. It might have been running east, I think. That pup tore through 3 pans of old right said banana bread. Wanna take some for the road, just in case? Sure thing. Matt packages up a slice. Thanks for the slice. The road slice. This banana bread is gonna be so good. I think you meant for you to give it to the dog. Right, I meant it's gonna be so good for the dog to eat. I feel like we're on the right track. You think? If we keep this up, we'll find the Duchess in no time. Hey, if you like dogs so much, why don't you have any? Lucian is severely allergic. I wouldn't put him through that. But there are still dogs in my life, so for that I'm grateful. There's about to be one more dog in your life, buddy. Splendid attitude. Let's not waste any more time. Verily. Okay, so we're at the Coffee Spoon. Need to go east. Bayside? Because we were already at the cul-de-sac. Let's go to the Bayside. We arrived back at the Bayside. Just like old times, eh? I remember it as if it were yesterday. I mean, earlier today. So, what do you think? Any sight of the pooch? None yet. Although who knows if she made it onto any of these ships. The Duchess would do that? I wouldn't put it past her to know how to navigate in rough seas and without a compass. Very smart. Pops? Damien and I turned to see my daughter. Amanda, what are you doing here? Did you think I just stayed inside all day vegging out on the couch and watching TV? Oh, sorry. What are you doing?
Alright.
I'm heading home to go veg out on the couch and watch TV. Had to get a burrito first. Young miss, have you seen a dog around here? Oh, you bet. I saw a Pomeranian with a bow around its neck. Saw a big old Doberman named Henry. There was a stroller full of Yorkies, a Greyhound, a Golden Retriever. Did you see a Mastiff anywhere? No dice. I would have definitely remembered that. I gotta run though. This Rito has about 10 minutes before the cheese breaks down the molecular structure of the tortilla and makes it all soggy. You understand. I do? Of course. Have a lovely evening, Miss Frost. Matt said the Duchess went east from the Coffee Spoon, but there's no sign of her here. I suppose we need to go not so east? Not so east. Yeah, burrito couch and TV does sound good to me. Although tonight I did have Chinese food couch and TV. Caught some Hogan Heroes. Anyways, not so east. Well, not so east is either going to be the shelter or the cul-de-sac, and we've been to the cul-de-sac. We can't go back to the shelter, so I guess the softball field? Yeah. We drive to the softball field. Looks like Craig's team is practicing. I wonder if any of the kids saw something. Craig spots us and jogs over. That kid looks perpetually surprised. But then again, it is a baby. And babies do look surprised. Let's see here. Hey bros, what's up? Craig, you wouldn't have happened to seen a dog around here, have you? One escaped from the animal shelter and we're trying to locate her. I don't think so. Maybe one of the girls saw something. Oh. Girls! Adorable little girls. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hi, Lucian's dad. We have names. Girls, have you seen any of the dogs around? Yeah, I was mighty. I mean, I was paralyzed for like a solid 5 minutes, so I wouldn't be surprised if that baby's freaked out. There was a big dog here earlier. She ran off a while ago, though. I don't think she had an owner, but it really wanted to play. We tried to play fetch with her, but she just took the softball and ran. I think she ate it, actually. She was a lot of dog.
Oh.
Here, take another softball. Might come in handy later.
Oh.
Many thanks, Craig. I fear that the hours are growing short. We must make haste if we are to find the Duchess by sundown. Damien's looking more stressed out by the minute. I gotta think of something to lighten the mood.
What kind of dog does a vampire have? Or which joke should I do? How many dogs does a vampire have? A knock-knock joke? Or how many goths does it take to screw in a light bulb? Personally, I'm leaning towards the more, context-appropriate one. What do you guys think? Yep. Okay, so first one it is. Let's do it. What kind of dog does a vampire have?
I imagine it would be unwise for a vampire to take up the company of a smaller mammal for means of companionship. It would be too tempting to...
A bloodhound. I was gonna say a bloodhound, Damien.
Oh, yes. Jeez.
I keep reading Damien directions from the map as we drive around town. Let's see. Aquarium. Damien and I stopped by the aquarium. Everything looks in order here, but it might help to get out of the car and take a look. Yeah, it didn't work out, but that's okay. You seen anything?
No dog here. Not even any sign of her. Did you know that penguins are considered the goths of the sea?
Damien, I want to believe you so badly. Alright, guess we should retrace our steps, go back to the cul-de-sac? We arrive at the cul-de-sac to find everything looking normal, except... Uh-oh, Hugo's front door is wide open. She can open doors.
This is classic Duchess Cordelia, a telltale sign. We should approach with caution.
Whatever goes down in there, I've got your back. We creep up onto the porch and step inside. Oh, Christ. There, sitting in the center of Hugo's living room, like she owns the damn place, is one of the biggest dogs I've ever seen.
Woo.
Well, she hasn't broken anything in here. Yet. Wonderful. Now all we have to do is get this leash on her before she tries to escape again and get out of here before Hugo comes home.
Easy peasy.
Duchess, come here.
The Duchess eyes Damien warily. As he approaches, she begins to growl.
She's on her guard. We need another plan.
Give her the right said banana bread. I'm going to give her banana bread. That's good for dogs, right? I reach into my pocket and pull out the slice of right said banana bread Matt gave me. Duchess sniffs the air and hones in on the bread. Come here, girl. Nice and easy. Got some yummy, homemade, vegan, and possibly gluten-free banana bread, if that's what you're into. The Duchess cautiously approaches me and gives the bread a good sniff before taking it from my hand and dropping it on the ground, like dogs always do for some reason. She curls up and starts munching on the bread. Success! Damien walks up behind the Duchess and attaches a leash to her collar. She immediately notices and starts whining.
It's time to go home now, Duchess.
Damien gives a tug on the leash. She won't move.
Huh.
Duchess, what happened to our rapport? You and I used to be bosom buddies.
She still doesn't move. She's huge. There's no way we could even try to lift her. Well, this is a weird situation to be in. I think we're literally trespassing in our friend's house with this large dog. What are you nerds doing? Ernest stands in the doorway with a plate of pizza rolls. What flavor pizza rolls are those? Pepperoni blast. Nice. The Duchess notices Ernest and starts pulling against the leash. Why is this dog in my house? It's a long... The Duchess suddenly breaks free from Damien's grips and hurtles towards Ernest. Ah! Ernest and the Duchess fall to the ground. Pizza rolls fly everywhere. This is bad. Aaron, hey, Richard. Aaron says... Aaron's comment is great. Victor, use banana bread. It's super effective. Richard, by the way, you don't have to shout. I can read you just fine. Ernest, are you okay? Ernest feeds the Duchess a pizza roll. Hey, she likes pizza rolls. Ernest sits up, but the dog keeps licking his face. Oh, hey. Oh, hi. Hugo stands at the door. Looks like he's at a loss for words.
What?
What? What are you guys? Whose dog is this? That's it. Ernest is now Australian. That's what we're doing now. It's a long story, but it involves a large dog who knows how to open doors. Duchess has the best dialogue. Hugo, may I present you Duchess Cordelia? How do you do? We're friends! The Duchess looks at Ernest's face.
She's from the local animal shelter. She got out and we've been chasing her all around town. Your house was her final stop.
Dad, can we keep her?
Ernest, I don't know if we're set up to take care of her.
Huh?
Wait, did you just call me Dad? Come on, please. Look at how cute she is.
Oh.
We have been talking about adopting a dog for a while. But you have to promise you'll take care of her.
Yeah, I'll give her all the pizza rolls her little heart desires. I suddenly remember what's on the back of this map and pull my pen out of my pocket. Got the forms ready for you if you're interested.
Oh.
I'll even waive the adoption fee since, you know, we technically broke into your house.
Oh.
Well, alright. It's a deal. Hugo steps onto the porch with us and signs the form while Ernest plays with the Duchess inside.
He sure seems to be happy with his new friend.
Oh.
I know. He called me Dad. Can you believe it? Damien places a hand on Hugo's shoulder.
I certainly can. I think this will be really good for Ernest. It should teach him some responsibility.
You should probably look into getting better locks on your doors, though.
The Duchess is a wily one, but do right by her and she'll love you two forever.
Thank you. Yeah, that was my thinking too. And long story short, the Duchess now lives in a happy home and neither of us were charged for breaking and entering. So, all in all, I think it was a fine day's work.
Nice work, you two. Victor, you could be a valuable asset to our team of volunteers, you know. If you ever feel like petting some puppies, hit me up.
Mary, I always feel like petting puppies.
Good to know. Well, I'll catch you fellas later.
Mary starts to leave.
And one last thing. Damien's been telling me about you. Glad he finally brought you around.
Oh, yeah?
Damien's my special boy. I love him. We go way back and I got a vested interest in his health, success, and well-being. If you ever hurt him, Mary, you can fill in the blanks.
I like Mary. Mary is cool. Yes, ma'am. Mary leaves me alone with Damien.
So, about the whole goth thing, I, completely understand if you aren't interested in me anymore.
What? Am I missing something here?
Oh, no.
I'm not a cool goth prince. I'm boring. I own 5 pairs of tennis shoes. I wear dumb glasses. Don't you care?
He looks so nervous. Damien, do you really think I only like you because of all the goth stuff? I mean, that's all cool, but the best thing about you is how passionate you are about the things you love. History, art, Victorian fashion, dogs, storage solutions. It doesn't matter what it is. You care. And that's awesome. Okay, I gotta disagree with you on one thing, Conan. Those are not cool glasses. Those are Dwight Schrute glasses is what they are. Let's be real, okay? And also, the glasses are very cute.
You don't think I'm boring at all?
If you're boring, then I don't know what that makes me. I spend too much time online shopping for flashlights. I get excited to mow my lawn on Saturdays. I get cranky about commercials being too loud. That is a real thing I am cranky about. The loudness wars need to stop. I've even been thinking about making my own peanut butter. I have made my own peanut butter. It's delicious, but it's time consuming.
Then maybe we can be boring together?
It would never be boring if it was with you. Damien suddenly closes the gap between us and pulls me into a hug. He buries his face in my shoulder. His hair smells like lavender and rosemary.
I was so scared you wouldn't like me.
I don't know why Undine loves Alphys. If you guys don't remember, that was Undertale was a thing that we did, and there were things apparently that I missed. Maybe I should do what is it people keep calling it, a pacifist run or something like that. Anyways, quite the opposite. Damien pulls away for a second and looks me in the eyes. Without the colored contacts, his eyes are so dark and soulful.
Oh.
May I kiss you?
Does a bat have wings? Let's see. What's the right way to do? What's the right way to go through this? Should we crack a joke? Yeah, Water God says to say thou art welcome. Conan says 1. Aaron says thou art welcome. We've got 2 thou art welcomes and 1 of course. So we're gonna go with thou art welcome. Thou art welcome. Verily, you may take upon yourself the... You know what? Just kiss me. He smiles slightly and leans in, giving me a gentle kiss. Damien pulls away and gives me an intense look.
Huh.
Do you want to help me take care of the puppies?
Yes! Puppies! Huh. You know what? Now that I'm used to Damien in IT mode, I don't know which one I like more. IT mode or Victorian mode?
It's very weird.
Yes, Aaron, the eggplants of success. Eggplant sparkle emoji. Let's see here. Damien and I arrive back at the cul-de-sac, our fingers intertwined. Like a proper gentleman, he walks me to my doorstep.
This was lovely. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for everything. I'm very happy I can be myself around you.
I'm glad, but I have one request.
What's that?
Can we keep sending each other letters?
But of course.
Damien kisses me one last time before turning around and heading home. Amanda runs back to the couch from the window and tries to look as nonchalant as possible. Hello, Father. I was sitting here on the couch the entire time. Hi, Amanda. So, are you guys, like, starting a vampire coven together? Oh, plot twist. Mothman. Damien's actually Mothman. I didn't see it coming either. Genius. Well, whatever's happening, I'm really glad you two are happy. You deserve it, Dad. Aw, shucks. I'm gonna head to bed. Catch you in the morning? Sure thing. I make my way to my room and fall into my bed with a heart full, excited for the days to come. You can always have time for a beer with your buds. Date complete! Let's see, Edwardian? Oh. S-rank.
My dear friend, you've simply taken the egg on this one. Taken the egg is it's a Victorian phrase. It technically means winning, so,
This voice work is horrible. I'm sorry. That was awful. Okay, anywho. I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now.
think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, Victor, be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy? Rats. What? No. Sorry, sweetie. It's the feds. Sorry, sweetie. It's the feds. The life of crime is finally catching up to you. I tried to send them in a different direction, but even I'm no match for the power and funding of the US government. Well, if they think they're gonna take me alive, they got another thing coming. I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you. Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table, where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Aw, Dad, you... I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops. No way. I figure you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it'd be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers? This is all 19 seasons! And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this. Thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door. What's up? Look at that. It's a graduation party and all the dads are here. And look, it's Damien in a purple polo with a Hello Damien name tag and his ponytail. Yeah. Oh, did they? That's interesting. You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Duh. Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is. Fully customizable, down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake, the good kind with the crunchies in the middle. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, all right? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. I walk over to Mary, who's having a lively conversation with Amanda. We have a real fluffy Samoyed right now. His name's Harold, loves belly rubs, always tries to lick your face if you get too close. Miss Christensen, thank you so much for telling me in great detail about every single dog currently at the animal shelter. Please tell me about the Afghan with 3 legs again. Sure, Quadro, we call him. It's one of those ironic nicknames. You know, if you're really interested, I could probably steal one for you. Really? Nah, but I could get you in to meet all of them. We could always use extra hands around the shelter. And if one of those extra hands also happens to steal a dog... I'm glad you two are able to bond over cute dogs. Really warms my heart. Dad, we're having a moment. Hey, Sailor, your kid's a good egg. Where's your goth prince? You two are usually attached at the hip these days. He's around. Stellar. Mary turns her attention to Amanda. It's not too hard to sneak a dog into college. Trust me, I did it plenty back in the day. At one point, I had 3 cats living in my dorm. Yeah, that's the thing about sushi bars. He is? Oh, I didn't know that. Apparently Damien's trans. Trans? Why did I say that weird? Trans. There we go. I decide to leave them to it. All of a sudden, a huge dog leaps up into my arms. Duchess! Hugo and Ernest run up to me. The Duchess gives my face a few broad licks and hops down. Oh, does he? I didn't notice that. Oh, there you go. That just gives my face a few broad licks and hops down. We're working on that. Got her in a disciplinary class. She's a wild spirit who runs where she may. I don't mind at all. Looks like the three of you are getting along nicely. She's a valuable addition to the clan. If I hold up my homework in front of her, she'll eat it. Cool. We'll deal with that later. Duchess Cordelia spots a squirrel and darts across the yard. Ernest follows her, laughing. He's actually been a lot more manageable lately. I think taking care of a dog is good for him. Thanks for breaking into my house, I guess. Anytime? Victor! Brian, you made it! Ha! I don't pass up on good Mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Just not bad? Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you, don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Daisy trots up. Daisy is adorable. She's just adorable. And no one can convince me otherwise. Look at her. She's just it's so cute. Anyways. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thanks so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Hey, bro. Bro! Oh. This is a real rager, taking her older age into consideration. I'm trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild.
Nice.
Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on your fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Let's hit the gym sometime soon, huh? Sure thing, dude. Briar and Hazel peek out behind Craig. Hi, little ones. Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all that ice cream cake. Wait, girls, how much of that did you eat? Briar ate 4 pieces. Ask any witness. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and wants to pin it on me because we look alike. Yes, Aaron, A+ daughter would pinch cheeks. I have your face. No one will ever believe you. Oh boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang out soon, yeah?
Bro.
Totally. Tell Amanda congrats for us. Looks like you've settled into this neighborhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. Different voices. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We've got a big schedule planned out for the rest of the year. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph, that'd be great. Well, see you later. Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese. The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Victor. Thanks, Hugo. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to a dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for the finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by and pretends not to see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher. Hey! Congratulations on graduating. I know you're gonna do great things at art school.
Pew!
I'm sorry, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Pew pew! Oh, this is too good. Yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me. You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm gonna break anything I want. There's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? No.
Oh!
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place, so... she'll fit into college just fine. Hey. Hey.
I don't know.
Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep.
Oh?
See you later.
Hey.
Hey, man. Matt! Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I have a fresh batch of Right Said banana bread ready for her.
Thank you. I know she'll love that.
Hey, Hey, Amanda's dad. I turned to spot Lucian walking up to me. Yes, Lucian? Thanks for inviting me to your party. Anytime, bud. I know we had a rocky start, but I'm glad to know you. I hope you know how much your dad cares about you. Yeah. My dad's had a rough couple of years, and I know it must not have been easy to raise me alone. He's kind of a weird guy, but I love him a lot, and it seems like you make him happy. So, you're cool in my book. Thank you, Lucian. That means a lot to me. Sure. Now let me know if you want me to give you a stick and poke sometimes. Thanks for coming by, Lucian. See you around, Victor. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party, Pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy, but it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry, don't cry. I swear to God, Victor, if you cry again. You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyways, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time! Amanda hands me a tiny wrapped package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kinda shocking all our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right? Ugh, I'm gonna break so much stuff. Intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. I glance over to the back of the yard where Damien's sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at us. Smiles at me. I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are gonna go get ice cream. Pew pew! Pew pew! Love you, Pops. Amanda runs off to join her friends. Oh, look at that. Fancy cherry blossom graphics. Look at the pond in the backyard with the lily pads. So fancy. I take a seat next to Damien as the last guests make their way out of the party.
Oh.
Did you know that in the Victorian era they would call benches seaty boys?
What? Really?
I'm kidding, Victor, but what if? It's good to see you in your civvies again. Thank you. I had a revelation the other day, Victor, and I think it was largely due to your continued influence upon me. There was a version of myself that might have been embarrassed to show you my true form, my information technology form. What you said about me, about how my passion was what you truly admired, that emboldened me to feel like myself regardless of how I choose to dress and act.
Yeah. You know what, though? I will say this. Flying over California on my way, you know, in the couple of times that I've taken a plane here, almost everybody has a swimming pool. It's kind of crazy. Like, you don't think about it, but then you're flying over and you see so much blue mixed in with the green. It's like, oh my god. And then you go to some people's backyards and they got like these lights. They got full trees in their backyards and lights stringing across them, and they got little water features and stuff. It's not as uncommon as you think. It's kind of crazy. It's like really kind of crazy. Los Angeles is so weird, guys. It's so weird. Anywho. Instead of separate entities, they're simply different facets of myself. A three-dimensional human being with his own thoughts, wants, and needs. I love dressing the way I do, but feeling constricted by what I thought was my own personal brand made me lose sight of why I did this in the first place. To make myself happy. Oh man, we're dropping frames like crazy! Look at that. That's a lot of frame dropping. Okay, cool. We're good. No, but here's the thing. Most people don't use their pool a lot. They really don't. It's ridiculous. Like, I live in like a sort of gated community sort of deal, and they have a swimming pool and a hot tub, right? A jacuzzi. The swimming pool is not ready for use until like July, but it gets hot enough to use like around May, and then they close it really quickly, and then the hot tub, when's like the best time to have a hot tub? In the middle of the winter, right? Where it starts to cool down. You want to go for a nice, warm hot tub, right? Nope, they close it. They stop its use. It's ridiculous. It's nuts. Californias are really weird. Anyways, I place my hand on Damien's and feel a light squeeze. Looking up, I'm greeted by Damien's warm smile. I'm trying to be more comfortable with who I am, rather than dwelling on who I could be to other people. I can't stop smiling. I'm so proud of him. Damien, I'm so happy you've realized that you can be a dog-loving goth. Me too, Victor. Me too. I feel myself inching closer and closer to Damien. I go to brush a lock of hair out of his face and am shocked at how soft it is. How is your hair so soft? Dog shampoo. For real? Dog shampoo. I keep running my hands through his hair as he leans closer to me, placing a hand on the side of my face. He strokes my cheek with his thumb. You know, public displays of affection were considered scandalous in the Victorian era. Damien pulls me in for a kiss. But I think I can make an exception for you. Dow. Make sure to sweep under your tent so you don't sleep on rocks, folks. Okay, here's my thing. Voice credits, right? You get all of these voice credits, but there's, apart from the announcer, I didn't really hear any of them. Like, what's going on with that, folks? Is that cut off for streamers? Build-A-Dad. Yeah. The mini games. Penguin mini game. Dad battle mini game. Radio mini game. Piano mini game. Whittling mini game. I missed a lot of mini games apparently. Wait, test company please ignore? That's funny. Oh, we got some art. That's hilarious. All right, click to continue. Buy quality, not quantity. So that's it, folks. We finally finished Dream Daddy. I mean, thankfully it took a lot less instances than trying to finish Undertale, which was kind of crazy. But yeah, it is done. It is complete. Let's see if we got anything in the gallery. Oh yeah, that's all we get in the gallery. Okay, cool. So there's that. What is next on the Thing gamer board? Hang on. Faster Than Light. What time is it? It's 10:38. Let me think. Am I gonna get any work done tonight? Well, technically this counts as work. You know, I think I'll play some Elite Dangerous. There's gonna be aliens. Because the aliens are back in Elite Dangerous. We'll see. Anyways, that's it for this edition of Victor Plays. Tune in next time when, more likely than not, Chirba and I will be continuing our game of Doki Doki Literature Club. And then this week we're going to be doing a game of episode of Acceptable Vices. We're going to do something, I'm sure. We'll be talking about some of the news that comes out of... you know, I don't have Hustlecat, so if someone would like to send me Hustlecat, gift me Hustlecat, I will happily do that. You know, I know I said this when I was starting the show in the beginning, but kind of the whole point of Victor Plays is to get through my Steam queue, so I can play each of the games that I have never played. And, so I have a lot of games in here. Just look at the queue. Like, all those games are games that I have, and I may or may not have played. Like, I've played Faster Than Light. Sorcery Parts 1 and 2. Didn't I do that last week? I need to get that off the list. Hang on. Victor Plays. Yeah, let's see here. Get to the back end of Victor Plays. We played Sorcery Parts 1 and 2. Medal of Honor multiplayer. I'm gonna go ahead and knock that off the list because chances are it doesn't work anymore. Let's see. Take care of that. Let's see. Goat Simulator. That's fun. Sonic Generations, Binding of Isaac, 80 Days, Puzzle Agent 1 and 2. Those are fun. I've played both of them. Alright, well anyways, there will be a culling at some point, but not this day. Not this day. Alright, well anyways, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to the people who make this channel chooch, which are our Patreon supporters. Thank you to Kate Macross, Rochelle Mantino, Geek Nights Podcast, Funeral Cleavage, Dexter Calder, George Davison, Brendan Brothers, Cold Guy, Ethan Fryer, Pitterson, Gina Moreno, and Yodel. Thank you to all of them. And oh, by the way, the pilot season of Behind the Screen, the initial run, shall we say, of Behind the Screen Basics is done. I'm writing more scripts for that, but I want to know, what do you think? What did you think about those videos, about those episodes? Did you like them? Did you not like them? What things would you like me to talk about in that series? Let me know in the comments. And if you really like this channel, if you want to be one of the people who support this channel, help make it work, there is the YouTube card up here and the link down in the doobly-doo, down there, that way. Past the Dream Daddy, further below, that's where the link to the Patreon is. Every little bit helps. And that's about it. Thank you so much, guys, and catch you next week on Victor Plays.